Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the United Stand. This is your latest Manchester United news and transfer news. We're going to be talking about Kounde's price being set. We're also going to talk about Calhanoglu. Remember Hakan Calhanoglu, the AC Milan midfielder that we were linked to last summer. I think it was Christian Falk was speaking about him. Is he a player that Manchester United are going to go back in for on a free transfer? Also, a little bit more on Jadon Sancho's price, but also interesting, isn't it, that Ancelotti's going to Real Madrid again. The managerial merry-go-round keeps spinning around, but not in relation to Manchester United, which personally, I don't think it's time to get rid of Ollie. But remember last night we were going to do a show Ollie in or Ollie out. We will do that tonight. We're going to have a bit of a fan forum on that as well. So make sure you tune in for that one. But let's start off with Calhanoglu. Let's start off with Jules Kounde actually. This is coming from Spanish reports. Exciting hot weather when we've got some exciting transfer news. It's hot. I keep going to say Hakan Calhanoglu. I'm obsessed with the word Calhanoglu. Hakan Calhanoglu. It's much better than Dean Smith, who isn't a player that United are linked to. But let's start off with Kounde. As much as I want to say Calhanoglu again, which I just did. So Jules Kounde's price has been set by Sevilla. 65 million euros, 56 million pounds. There is interest from Barcelona, there is interest from Chelsea, and there is interest from Manchester United. So this is coming from Spanish reports, which obviously Sevilla is in Spain, geography bridge, and Jules Kounde plays for Sevilla. So you've got to take it with a little bit of credibility that Spanish reports are that Jules Kounde's price will be around 55 million pounds, which I think with the competition that there is going to... I think Kounde's probably worth about 50, but 55 million pounds these days for a young, potentially world-class centre-back who's done very well at Sevilla and is ready to take up that next step. I think 55 million pounds is probably about right. So I'm quite encouraged by that price. I don't know what everybody else thinks. Ideally, I'd like to get him for 50, but in the modern market, where there's a lot of competition for centre-backs, I think that 55 million is probably about right. The interesting thing is that you'd probably get Varane for 50 million. And I think that the situation with the centre-back is really... Look, I don't have sympathy for Manchester United's contract transfer team at all, because I think they've shown themselves to be incompetent quite a lot. But they are in a situation here where the future of Raphael Varane is very much... United could end up with crap here. They could end up with Ben White. Shite. They could end up with a player that's not the quality we need. We know we need a top class centre back to play, a world class. Let's forget top. Let's go world. We need a world class centre back to play next to Harry Maguire, and they've got to have certain attributes like pace. Pace is important next to Harry Maguire. He ain't that quick. I've said it before, Harry. I'll beat you in a charity 100-metre race. I guarantee it. We'll do it for charity, but. You beat me in the air. You're brilliant at winning headers, and I think you're not a bad leader, and I think you're a good footballer, but I don't think you're very quick. I think you need a quick centre-back next to you. Varane is the player that United want. They don't know whether they can get Varane. And the thing is, by the time Varane makes his mind up, and it might not make his mind up until July, everything else might be gone. So Kounde could... What you want to happen with Kounde, and what you want to happen with Torres, Pau Torres and Kounde, is you want them to go, I don't know what's happening until after the Euros. That's what you want to happen, because the centre-back for me is not somebody we're going to sign before the Euros. I still think Sancho, and I've got some update on Sancho as well, and I don't even know if I can tell you who the source is. I'd like to tell you who the source is because I think they need the credibility, but I'll check after the show and see if they're happy for it. But there is an update on Sancho, and there is an expectation that Sancho will be signed before the Euros, which is quite exciting. I personally don't think it'll happen, but I've heard it again this morning. But with the centre-back, I think the centre-back is going to be a July signing. I think July will be when we sign the centre-back, because Varane's not going to make his mind up, and hopefully Kounde won't make his mind up and Torres won't make his mind up. So that if we miss out on Varane, we can go for Kounde. But if we wait for Varane and Kounde goes, you can't get Kounde. And that's the thing, isn't it? We need to know what's happening. Quick on managers. If we were to get Zizou, would that all but guarantee Pogba signs a new contract? Says Ian Smith. I mean, what? Oh, can I just... I mean, I'm wearing my tracksuit bottoms that don't really go with my top. I'm sort of... I'm blowing the illusion of looking quite smart today now. But I just want to say, Ian Smith, you've just given me an angle. Geometry never could. Is it geometry? What an angle that is. What an angle that is. I mean, I've never thought of that. If United got Zidane, Pogba would probably sign a new contract. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen, but it's a great point. Man like Goldbridge looking fresh, you know. You're really getting that bag now. That Boohoo bag, says Yankee. I mean, we're not even sponsored by Boohoo today. I actually quite liked the navy one yesterday, and I've got the black one. So I thought, you know what? I can't show you the grey bits under the arm. I thought I'm just going to wear it. It's nice. It's nice. It's like that shiny material that feels lovely on your skin when it's hot. So I like it. Do you want Varane? Do United want Varane, says Gavin Allen. I want Varane. Or do they want you to think we want him? We will spunk 30 million on Ben White. You know it and I know it. I'm not spunking anything on Ben White. He ain't never getting me excited. So I ain't spunking any money on him. Mark, 40 million plus add-ons. 55, I'll pay 55 for Koulibaly, says Mikael Roach. And Caleb says, hey Mark, I've been watching the United stand for 4 years now. Thank you for everything you've been doing. Love you, Mark. Blazers out and call me a prat, please. How did you know I was leaving, Caleb? Thank you very much. Thanks for the lovely chat there. It's been a pleasure working with you all. This will be my last. No, it won't. But look, I think that the question I wanted to go back to there from Mikael about Koulibaly, and I do get excited about Koulibaly. Kalidou Koulibaly. Pockets for Mino and Marnie. But Koulibaly probably is available for about 55 million. Varane is available for about 50 million because he's only got 1 year left on his contract. So options are there if we got the cash. Mo money, mo problem. No money, no problem. So yeah, I think that for me, I want Varane. I don't care what anybody says. I want Varane. I would love Koulibaly. I don't care what anybody says. And I would love Kounde. They would be my 3 top targets available this summer. United will probably sign Torres or Ben White. Who would there? Got me shook for a sec there, says William Kalu. I don't know why. Mad9 says Ancelotti to Real. What the fuck? Yeah, he is off there. Romano has already tweeted about it. But look, Kounde's price around 55 million. It's a progression on a deal, but I don't think that deal's going to happen very, very soon. So yes, that's the latest on Kounde. Çalhanoğlu. Let me talk to you about Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Now, we've had Christian Falk on the show a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Flex interviewed him. And we've also had Oh, hold on a minute. Here's something from Manchester Evening News that's quite interesting. Manchester United negotiated a sell-on clause as part of the 80 million transfer that saw Romelu Lukaku move in 2019. If Lukaku signs for another team, it will benefit United financially. Bada bing, bada boom. So there you go. Interesting. That is interesting. But no, I was going to talk to you about Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Now, Christian Falk is a journalist from Germany that I like listening to him. I like him as a journalist. He's good. Some people think he's not that reliable. I don't think anybody can be totally reliable. But what he said about Hakan Çalhanoğlu a year ago was that Manchester United are interested in bringing him to Manchester United. Now, there are proposals on the table for Hakan Çalhanoğlu from Manchester United and Juventus. United are making a real effort in signing the Milan player as their courtship would be concrete. And this is coming from Tutto Mercato Web. Now, that's very interesting, isn't it? Because a year ago, Falk spoke about Çalhanoğlu to Manchester United. And the people were like, that doesn't make any sense. He also spoke about Upamecano to Bayern Munich a year before it happened. He also was way ahead of Haaland to Dortmund and was way ahead of Bellingham to Dortmund. So is he about to pull another transfer rabbit out of the hat? Magic. That's magic. Is he about to do it? Hakan Çalhanoğlu is 27. He's an attacking midfielder and he's free. Mata's probably going to go. So, you know, Çalhanoğlu as a player for Manchester United on a free could make sense. I think he's more likely to go to Juventus, but look, keep your eye on it. Keep your eye on it. That's quite an interesting one, isn't it? And again, that's coming from Italy. So let's see. Would you? Well, I suppose the question is, would you like Çalhanoğlu at Manchester United? Well, I'm asking myself that question whilst looking for your comments. 500k is the floor. Don't sell, says Gustavo Torres. #AMC. Okay. And Varane, since last 2 years, made lots of mistakes, just like De Gea after the 2018 World Cup. United would be fooled to sign him for over 50 million, paying him 250k a week. I love people who criticise Raphael Varane. I love it. I'm being sarcastic, but I love people who criticise Varane. He's 28, so he's in his prime, and he will be for 3 more years. He is 3 times Champions League winner. He's a World Cup winner. He's France's first choice centre-back when people like Upamecano and others can't even get in the squad. he makes a few mistakes and people say he's crap. Like, Varane is easily the best centre-back at Manchester United by a very long way. Is that not what we want? Is that not what we're trying to buy? Why are we trying to pick holes in the perfect crisp? I don't know. I can't think of anything that hasn't got holes in that you can put holes into. Like, you know, why are you trying to put holes into a lilo? Get on the lilo and enjoy the sun. There's nothing wrong with Varane. There's nothing wrong with Varane. He's exactly what we need. The fact that people want to query us signing Varane when we've got Lindelof playing next to Magaluf, I just find it hilarious without actually laughing. Ancelotti's going to Real Madrid. Varane to stay, says Steve Locke. I don't think it's about that for Varane. You know, he didn't know that Zidane was going to leave, and he's still not signed the new contract. I think for Varane, it's about better wages and a new challenge. So I don't think Varane will stay at stay at Real Madrid. He might do, but I don't think that he will. Going back to Çalhanoğlu, what do people think? For me, sometimes you got to make a signing for free that's a good signing. Çalhanoğlu, again, is around that sort of age. He's a good player. He's a good set-piece taker. If we lose Paul Pogba, you know, you buy Declan. I mean, here's something clever for you, right? Paul Pogba leaves United. You need to replace Paul Pogba. Pogba is almost a double player for us because he can play in an attacking midfield and he can also play in a holding midfield. If you buy Declan Rice and Paul Pogba goes and you bring Çalhanoğlu in for free, you've got Çalhanoğlu, Bruno, Donny who can play box-to-box, McTominay who can play box-to-box, Fred, Rice. That's fine. That's fine. So maybe the genius of getting Çalhanoğlu is you get somebody in on a free who covers the attacking element of Pogba when he goes, and then you bring a CDM in to cover the defensive Pogba element. So that could work quite well. But look, I don't know. In relation to Çalhanoğlu, the only reason I'm really talking about it is because we've been mentioned in relation to it, and also that it's been mentioned by Volk a year ago. So there might be something happening there. Oh, God. Again, the great thing I love about the summer is that you sometimes have to have a clear out on the chat. Mark's talking nonsense again. Mark's talking about transfer news that he's just told you where it's come from. Idiot. Okay. And just on Sancho, let me just talk to you about Jadon Sancho then. Kounde, Sancho and Bissouma in plus sales thoughts. I just wanted to say, my eyes struggling again. This is why I have to keep wearing glasses all the time. Kounde, Sancho and Bissouma in plus sales thoughts, says Lewis Finney. I'd be very happy with that. Kounde, Sancho and Bissouma, I'd be very happy with that. 3 cams leaving, Mata, Lingard and Andreas Pereira, says Sartak. Yes, so that's why I think Çalhanoğlu might work quite well. It's a news show, dummies, says Darren G. So what I've been told, and I will come back on the show later on at 8 o'clock or in the morning once I've spoken to this person again. I have been told from a very good source who's spoken to somebody very, very close to the Sancho deal that 80 million will do. 80 million is what they believe Dortmund will take, and a deal is very much expected to take place before the Euros. I mean, take it however you want. Take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a bit of ketchup. Take it on a walk. You know, take it out for a meal. I don't really care, because my opinion is I think that United will be negotiating with Dortmund for quite a while, and I think that Sancho will be announced after the Euros. But that's just me being a moody arsehole because he didn't sign last summer, and I don't trust this board. But I can have an opinion and I can give you the news. My opinion is we won't sign Sancho, if we do sign Sancho, until July, when he's holding up a new shirt that says TeamViewer on it. The stories coming out are that Sancho will sign for United before the Euros kicks off, and that the price will be around £80 million. I think the price is right. I think the price is right. I'm not convinced we'll get him before the Euros, but that is what I have been told. So I really, and that's fresh information that I got at lunchtime from somebody that I actually am going to message them and see if they want me to put it out, where I got it from, but they might not. Mark, would you start Phil Jones if this gives us Sancho and Rice, says Flavio? God, no. Anything concrete on a Ronaldo return? Seth, not at the moment. The Euro starts a week on Friday. Italy against Turkey, 8 o'clock a week on Friday. Yes, which reminds me, make sure you subscribe to That's Football. I've dropped the link in the video description. We've got a lot of viewers on the United stand. Euros watch-alongs are going to be on That's Football, so do give us a follow, subscribe to that. Links in the video description. I want to see you all on there for the summer. It's going to be a big summer on That's Football for watch-alongs. And also, I'm going to be live on there at 5 o'clock with a reaction to Southgate's squad. We're expecting Lingard not to be part of it. We know Greenwood's pulled out of it, but 5 o'clock today will be live on That's Football. So click the link in the video description. Make sure you subscribe and get involved with that channel. You're all very welcome. Let's get lots of people over there as well. Are you doing the first match as a watch-along? Yes, Marvin. I will definitely be doing Italy against Turkey as the first watch-along a week on Friday at 8 o'clock because I'm looking forward to that. I've got Italian blood in me, as you know, if you know my real name. And I've always had a soft spot for Italy. I might have to get my vintage Italy top out, actually. It's very tight these days. And I also think Turkey are a dark horse. And also, Calhanoglu plays for Turkey. So, might be a good opportunity to have a look at him and Sionku and all that. They're a good team, Turkey. Sorensen says Kounde's bang average. Yeah, that's called an opinion, mate. I'm not going to agree with you. Mark, would you take second place next year? Says Toward. No. People call me a dreamer. I'm not the only one. But I don't ever go into a league season saying I want second place. I can be realistic and say that second place next season would be a big achievement, but I don't want second place. I want first place. That's what I want. That's what I really, really want. But what a question! What a point that was. Just to we've spoken about Kounde's price being set at 56 million. Calhanoglu links to United on a free transfer, and considering that Matic, Pereira, and Lingard are probably going to go, maybe a free cam coming in is good business. And obviously Sancho again, £80 million before the Euros is what I'm hearing again today. We'll see what happens. I don't personally believe that will happen, but I hope it does. But we had a great comment a few minutes ago from somebody saying that. Get Zidane and his manager and Pogba would stay. I mean, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And there is a managerial merry-go-round going on at the moment. Ancelotti's going to Real Madrid, which I think is a big blow for Everton. I thought he was building something there. But, Zidane is available. Zidane at Manchester United, Pogba probably signs a new contract. United would never do that. They're never going to do that. And I'm not even saying they should do that. You know what I think? I think Solskjaer will get a new contract and I think he deserves another go next year. I'm doubtful about what he'll do next year, but I think he deserves another go. But do I think a Real Madrid or a PSG or a Manchester City would go, Zidane's available, this will make Pogba stay, let's do it? Yes, I do. I think there are clubs in world football that would be that ruthless to do that. We will never do that. Conte's also free as well. I don't know whether Conte would be that point. Next video idea, tanning with Goldbridge, says Trishan. And Mark, get curly hair, says Hawk. Yeah, what, like Neil Robertson? What about Badashil from Monaco, says United We Stand. I do like Badashil, but if we bought Badashil, we'd still play Lindelof because he's a young player for the future, isn't he? Somebody just asked me who do you think is going to leave. Mark, for That's Football Show, Euro Group Predictor, says Jude Pass. I like that. It's a good idea. Who do I think we're going to sell this summer? De Gea. I don't want it to happen. I think it's a big mistake. De Gea. I don't think Zidane would sell De Gea either. I think, you know what? This is it. Here's a scenario for you then. Imagine Zidane came to Manchester United and Solskjaer got the sack. Do you think Zidane would sell De Gea and keep Henderson? No. Do you think Pogba would stay? Yep. Do you think he'd get Varane? Yep. Do you think Sancho would still come? Yep. Do you think you'd get a top class CDM? Yep. I'm not going to say any more than that. Who do I think is going to go? I think we will sell De Gea. As ridiculous as it sounds, I do think we'll sell De Gea. I think Twan Sebi will be gone as well. I think that's a big mistake as well. But he's got to go and get a career, and he ain't going to get it under Ollie. Lingard will go. He has to go. He's not going to be in the England squad because he's not playing enough football. He will go. I think Matt has got to go. I think Matic has got to go. I think Dalot has got to go. I'm not convinced we'll get rid of Pereira. Who's going to pay money for Pereira? So I think those 6 will go. I don't know what I'm doing now. Sancho's not in training, apparently. Oh, my God. Maybe he's going to sign for United. Maybe there's some truth in the rumours. Sven Botman is a player that United are definitely looking at. Your local hero, definitely. Yeah, 100%. But Varane is the priority. Getting a new manager would mean getting new set of players that match the manager's shape and wish list. It would again be a 3-year wait for the future with no guarantees that the new manager may stay that long, says Vinitz. There you go. Another side to the coin. Williams will go on loan, definitely, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sore throat, so Sancho is out, says Jamie. There we go. Anyway, I like these shows. A quick sort of 20-minute hit of the latest afternoon transfer news. Smash a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. We're back again at 8 o'clock, or if anything else breaks, we'll go live. Thanks everyone for watching. Sancho is my teammate's client. He said soon, says Mr. Gear. Well, you know, it's also what I'm hearing as well. Let's wait and see. I won't believe it till he's holding up the shirt. I've said that many. That is me holding up a shirt. I'm not pointing that way. Holding up a shirt. I won't believe it. But all I can do is relay the information. And the information is that there's a lot of confidence that Sancho to United will be done before the Euros, which kick off a week on Friday. Thanks everyone for watching. You can catch up on the morning show, which was totally different news. I'll speak to you at 8 o'clock. I like these short shows. They work quite well.